With all the pain and exhaustion life provides us all the time, sometimes we really need a reward to wind down, or just to relax, or to motivate us. But sometimes those rewards can be so bad that you'd be better off not doing it, just straight up. Now, I would encourage you to replace it with another reward very carefully. Most of our lives are just very hard, and we can't help but reward ourselves, and that's okay. Reward isn't a vice. Reward doesn't need to equal vice. A lot of us do drugs, like weed, alcohol, so we can not have to deal with life's pains for a moment. Or it could be, we use it could be as simple, it could also be as, innocent as, oh, I just want to relax. If it's manageable, that's okay. But I push every one of you, no matter what point you are in with your rewards that you give yourselves, to always do better. And I'm not saying that from like, oh, I know everything. I don't. But let me talk about how I decided to reward myself. Now, this is kind of going to sound weird, but one of my rewards I gave myself was giving in to my depression and my emotions. And what that usually meant was allowing myself to think the most intrusive thoughts. And you might ask yourself, aren't these not isn't telling yourself these not rewards at all? It actually is. It actually it legitimately produces a dopamine hit. When you tell yourself, when you give into those emotions, what your body immediately wants, it's gonna respond like that. It's kind of like giving into a craving of alcohol, or weed. Your body's immediately gonna react to that positively, even though it's a vice. Outside of giving into my intrusive thoughts, that eventually I started using weed. Even nowadays, I'm still trying to, get down to that zero amount. You don't need to unlock everything in life at once. You don't need to become your best. No one can become their best selves in one day. No one can. We're imperfect. We're humans. We all make mistakes all the time. And we can't. No one's perfect. That doesn't mean you don't need it on yourself if you aren't getting stuff that done perfectly. A lot of us shit on ourselves because we think we can do better in life. That's a very warped distortion to be telling yourself, because if you're trying your best, it's as literal as that. You're trying your best, and that is the best thing you can do. So don't have anything less than pride for that type of stuff. Being proud of yourself. And I want to tell you guys, your rewards can be earned without exhaustion. You don't need to reward yourself only when you're pushing your limits or you're about to push your limit. If I'm having a good mental day, I'm doing a good job with, let's say, keeping up with the positive thoughts and only, just having a positive mindset throughout the day, I'll reward myself with, usually, I'll tell myself, I'm proud of myself, and I'll recognize that I'm doing good. That in itself is actually a reward. As simple, it sounds very simple, but rewards can look like that. Good rewards. And that activity that I did, that I just explained, it didn't take me much energy. You take out the trash, and then you reward yourself with, a can of soda from the fridge. Replacing your bad rewards with smaller and smaller rewards / vices until, it only can do you good. It only did me good. I guess I'll bring up a few things that happened with me with going out, just straight up quitting alcohol. My mind fogged. It's weird because alcohol, I feel like the brain's supposed to process very smoothly and rapidly. But once you drink alcohol, there's you need to wait 4 weeks to 8 weeks before all that mind numbing fog gets thrown out of the way and you can start feeling clear again. And it gives you a lot of energy. It's given me a lot of energy, and it's really fixed my dopamine circuitry as well in my brain. So hopefully those examples were explaining a little bit more, helps with the people that maybe are still questioning if it's even worth getting rid of your vices or cutting down on them. Self-compassion, you're not going to complete every goal in life successfully. Sometimes you're even going to fail miserably. Sometimes you're going to think it's going to go one way and you think you did it successfully, and the next day life rips it out of your hands, and what you thought was going to be successful, boom, now it's a failure. It's just life, you know? So do practice self-compassion now, you know? Because none of us are perfect. We're going to fail sometimes, and that's okay. I fail a lot. Everyone fails a lot. You know, everyone makes mistakes. It's just a part of human nature. So don't guilt trip yourself just because you're not some ideal form that you think you should be at. Because a lot of the times, you know, some people don't even want to recognize that they have a problem. And when they do, even then, a lot of the times, progress is slow when it comes to really big things. And that results in failure sometimes. But don't guilt trip yourself too much over it. All right? Because in a way, you know, because you're not perfect. And that's understandable. You're still deserving, you know, of love and everything good life has to offer. Just go out and get it, you know. You have it in you. You do. What is one good reward that you guys still have in your life, and a bad reward? One bad reward that you have in your life. For me, good reward, like I explained earlier in this video, is just telling me I'm proud of myself. Bad reward, definitely the, I'm still a smoker, and I do need to get rid of that issue eventually. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.